Hello, and welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence. And it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm Shawn.
And we saw the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, let's get into it. But real quick, this, of course, is a podcast that we talk about our comic book collection and make fun of comic books that we love and often hate, and kind of bemoan the fact that we don't have refined tastes.
Oh God, no. If you're looking for like a nuanced discussion of like comic book theory, this is the wrong place.
So Fantastic Four First Steps came out on Friday, and we checked it out on Saturday. We were unable to get a Galactus popcorn bucket.
Yeah, the guy at the theater told us that they only sent like 6 per theater. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, dude, you don't think more than 6 people are going to want to buy these?
Yeah, he said they sold out in like an hour.
Well, of course.
Of course, you only have 6 of them.
But nonetheless, you and I have differing opinions on this film.
We do, actually, which I think is kind of interesting. So I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay, great. Okay. I like this movie. As far as Fantastic Four movies go, I have never seen the Carmen movie. And I don't think I've actually seen the sequel to the Silver Surfer sequel from the first movie. But I've seen the other two, the original 2005 movie, and then we just watched the 2014 one, or 2015 or whatever. We talked about it last week. And this is probably this new one is probably the best one.
Yeah.
I think, in terms of capturing what this team is supposed to be, and what fans of the team, that traditional fans of Fantastic Four, that's the stuff that they like, about this. And they were able to integrate that, but also keep it more, in a way, a current feeling vibe, the Marvel MCU vibe, where there is a lot of world ending tension, stuff going on that needs to be addressed. And, this movie is no different than a lot of those movies, which is something that, unfortunately, I don't know why they have to do this every time, but it's, world ending, Skybeam, take your pick. But there was a lot of good things to love about the aesthetic and the way that they placed it in a world, an alternate Earth. Yeah. I'm not going to get too spoilery.
No, I think that's pretty well known, though.
Yeah. And I kind of called that in a way.
Yeah.
Where at some point in the movie, I thought that's what they were going to try to do, was try to
put them together.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue they might have with that ending scene.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know.
But we don't know. We don't know what it means.
This is a different reality. So,
yes.
But, did a good job bringing that to the screen. I liked some of the performances. I thought, I always forget his whole name. He's got one of those long names. He's got a long name.
Cousin?
I just call him Cousin.
Because he's like Cousin on the Bear.
The Bear, yeah. But, or he's also on the Andor.
Oh, yeah, he was on Andor. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's like it's like Evan.
It starts with an E. I can't remember his name exactly.
Moss.
Yes.
But I forget his middle name.
The guy who played Ben Grimm.
Yeah, but Ben Grimm, or the voice, he was there, in the flesh for like archive footage. But we start right off, and he's Ben Grimm. He's the Thing. They characterize him pretty well. If anything, he was a bit more subdued. But I liked his performance a lot. And they gave Sue something to do. Yeah. They gave everybody had something to do that it didn't feel forced.
Yeah, I agree.
It didn't feel forced, but there was still another thing. Still, the problems that I had was like there wasn't enough happening that should have been happening based on what we are comfortable with for these characters. Yeah. And it's.
I agree with that.
It's not really that much of an action movie.
No, it's not. It really isn't. And you know what? That's okay. I did expect more action.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there like there's a bunch of kids in the theater, it's a Marvel movie.
You had a really good point about that. You were like, what do kids think about that?
Like, are they enjoying this? Are they coming out there it's like, man, that guy,
That's a good question, because there wasn't a ton of punchy involved, which is not bad.
This will just be a minor spoiler. I don't think Ben Grimm throws a single punch.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. Actually, I wanted to see more of that. Yeah, but you did enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I liked it. it definitely has its flaws.
Oh, of course.
You know, in terms of things that I just didn't feel like seeing, you know, in that movie, kind of like the world, you know, with the whole, you know, our world's going to end. But things, though, it's like, it's the Galactus story, Fantastic Four and Galactus.
Of course.
And Silver Surfer. That's one
like,
of the big, it's pretty much the biggest, if not one of the biggest.
It's the key story for them.
Key story, yeah. And so it's like, if you're going to go all into this and just see if this is going to work, might as well do that.
Of course.
And might as well just load it up with, good performances and, all that stuff, and just make it look great. And, if it's a flop, then it's like, okay, that's a flop. But,
right.
And that's obviously good. That's not good for anybody.
No, of course not.
But at the same time, it was much better than just being like, oh, I guess we're just going to fight. I mean, not that Mole Man would have been a bad idea to have him fight, but they clearly that character, I mean, just the way that character looks in general.
Sure.
Like, yes, he could be a menace, and he has been a menace in the past, but you might as well go the jokey route with him.
Of course. But you know what? I don't think that would have been a bad thing. I don't think he could have been the main antagonist of the movie.
No.
But if you want to throw him in at the beginning and show him, like, for the first 10 minutes, I don't know, 8-10 minutes fighting Mole Man, and then they throw him in jail.
Yeah, because you still
that would have been fun, right?
You still could have had what happens later in the movie.
Absolutely.
Come into effect instead of just kind of glossing over it.
Yeah, totally. And they could have pulled him back. He comes in later in the movie, makes perfect sense for him to act the way he did, right? So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so you had the differing opinions.
I sure did. I really disliked it. But I think this is a me problem. This is not the movie. I think this is me. I don't care about your stupid fucking baby. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's a spoiler, is it?
No, the baby's in the thing.
Right.
The whole story revolved around the kid, and I didn't want that. So and again, that is a me thing. That is a me just not really being interested in that sort of story. I didn't like stories about kids when I was a kid. I don't like them as an adult. So that right there is kind of a, strike one. I will say, and this might be a spoiler, so spoiler. Galactus wants the kid. I understand it's their kid, but you are talking about sacrificing one life to save billions, and they will not do it. And the whole time I'm sitting there going, yeah, but billions of people are going to die. I understand it's your baby. I understand it. I know. I get it. But you have to weigh, like, this is a completely unique planet versus one stupid kid.
But I also want to, I want to add to the rest of the Fantastic Four themselves
are very selfish and self-centered.
They don't really grasp with that emotionally.
What, that they're so selfish, or that they're thinking about the whole world?
Yeah, they're not thinking in a way that, like, well, wow, if I can give up my baby. There's moments where that comes up, and it's very much, it's Reed versus everybody else.
Because Reed, and I understand. I can't imagine what that scenario would be like to have to give up your child or your own life to save billions of people. But again, billions of people, species, animals, vegetables, like everything. Think about it. All of these unique things are going to be destroyed.
Everything.
Or one person.
You're giving up TV, French fries.
French fries. Oh, my God.
French fries are doomed.
I'm like, I get it. I understand this is a huge moral dilemma, but it was the only moral dilemma. And that kind of bothered me. And another thing, and again, this is a me thing. I do not ever need to see a character screaming while giving birth. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, fuck, no, thank you. It's just, I really hate that whole thing. So yeah, that is why I really didn't like this movie. Other than that, like, I liked the Earth they set it on. I really liked the aesthetic they went for. The world they built, I thought was fun because, you have this like 1960s-esque world where everybody loves the Fantastic Four. And expects them to save them all the time. I thought that was fun.
Is this supposed to be, are we supposed to believe this is supposed to be the 1960s? Or
no, it's esque, like whatever the aesthetic. Current time,
but it's just the aesthetic is what it looks like.
I think it's just the aesthetic. I don't actually know what time it's supposed to be.
Right. Because there's a lot of interesting technology going on here.
Right. Of course. So that's why I'm like, well, it might just be the aesthetic. So I did like that. I did think there was some, I could see everything. We love that.
Yeah, very bright movie.
Loved it. I thought Galactus looked great. I thought there were some really great performances. I thought Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards was interesting because he was so quiet. And if you watch it, he doesn't really raise his voice that often until like the end. I thought that was a really interesting way to approach this character instead of being like a big, I'm a cool, bombastic scientist like you would see with like a Tony Stark. So I thought that was fun.
Right.
I forget her name who played
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, I thought she was good. I thought Cousin was good. I will say there is some facial hair going on that was very upsetting.
With the thing.
With the thing, which I was very confused about.
There's some weird, gross shit that I wasn't ready for. Like, maybe it's happened in the comics at some point. Maybe we're doing things with that. But, the more that I've come to this realization that what Ben Grimm's anatomy is actually like, after reading, especially also reading the past couple books,
where he's just shedding big chunks of rock,
just dropping pieces of his epidermis.
Oh, it's disgusting.
His epidermis is showing.
Yes,
and there's things going on in there where you're just like, whoa, no. Like,
yeah, gross.
You can't have a beard.
You're correct.
Ben Grimm cannot have a beard.
I would agree with that completely.
He's never had a beard. If he's had a beard somewhere else, I refuse to acknowledge it.
Yeah, no, I don't acknowledge. So the beard was weird, but I did enjoy the vocal performance. I thought that was fun. I wasn't a huge fan of the guy who played Johnny Storm. I don't know who that guy is.
He's like some English kid.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of him.
Well, the thing about that's weird too is there's a thing where he has these skills that I wasn't, not as a Human Torch, but as Johnny Storm. And again, I don't read a lot of Fantastic Four comics. I know what I know about Fantastic Four from reading stuff from the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, Modern Age, whatever, but not anything past like, the mid 90s.
Yeah.
So unless if like he's changed the way that he's presented himself, or way that he acts, it's lost on me.
Yeah, sure.
So he's doing stuff in this movie where I'm like,
can he do that?
I was like, oh yeah, he's like that. Okay, great.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't love that. I wish we got more Natasha Lyonne. I think you put a
scenes deleted.
Yeah, she absolutely has to be scenes deleted. That was
the thing where they're like, this movie's already going to be 2 hours. We don't need.
Which sucks. I'm like, dude, you bring her in and you don't do anything with her. That kind of sucks.
Dude, I'll say this, man. Like,
she's awesome.
Natasha Lyonne's fucking awesome.
She's great. And I was like, ooh, what is she going to do? And the answer is nothing. So that kind of bummed me out.
But here's the thing, if you want to introduce her here and then in the future she shows up
and does something
else, you want to make her a Frankie Ray.
Ooh,
just saying.
That could be cool.
Just saying. You want to make her Lady Nova?
Sweet.
I'd say she's already got red hair.
Just saying.
It's right there.
Yeah, that could have been cool.
She could just have her. She could just do the vocals. Whatever.
That'd be sweet.
She does. Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah. So, but I mean, again, it is a totally me thing as to why I did not like this movie. There were a lot of things that were nice about it, and I mentioned this yesterday. The stretching didn't look as gross as I thought it would when Reed would stretch. There was only one scene where I was like, oh God, gross, Hobbit vomit noise. But other than that, it actually didn't look that bad because they didn't use it too much.
It wasn't so ridiculous in a way that he wasn't doing fucking like
he wasn't
weird,
just
goofy dances and shit.
Or like randomly stretching for no goddamn reason. Like every time he did it, there was a reason for it.
Yeah, he's not break dancing or doing stuff like they were in that second.
Because a lot of those comics, they'll just be like, oh, he turns his head around and the whole head goes.
Yeah.
And that is so disgusting.
It's probably intentional.
It is intentional, but I thought it looked a lot better than the Fantastic Four movie we saw the other day.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, Jesus. I mean, most things look better than that movie.
Most things look better. So, yeah, I did think that actually worked pretty well. If people liked it, I think that's awesome. I personally liked Superman better. And I am glad that we were just dropped into this team. I didn't have to watch them go to space again. So, again, that was another thing that Superman did it too. I appreciate
that's
for both.
Trend. That should be a trend now.
And it should. And I appreciate
did you like this guy? This is what he does. He did at one point, or this is what it is. And now you're going to watch the fucking movie.
Exactly. Oh, here's a really quick overview and some news footage of how this worked because we love this team. That's a perfect way just to give somebody who doesn't know who this team is a real quick hit.
But it's this thing. Do it for the big stuff. Don't do it for fucking... You're not doing it for Spider-Man every goddamn time.
Yeah,
you're not doing it for Batman every time. We know who these people are.
I do not need to see
Fantastic Four's in there, too.
Yeah, I don't need to see Martha Wayne's pearls hit that concrete ever again. I know why Batman is Batman.
Right.
You don't have to show me the Waynes dying again. Just like you don't have to show me the Fantastic Four going into space and getting zapped.
Like, I know.
I get it.
You want to show you got other guys you want to show. If you want to show Moon Knight, learning how to become Moon Knight, then great, because that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I did appreciate that. I appreciated when they did in Superman. So again, it's a me thing. If you liked it, I think that's awesome. I could have liked it more. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, Joe!
Come in, Aaron Moss, codename Head. I have an important mission for you, son. I need you to podcast about G.I. Joe, a real American hero, the comic book series previously published for Marvel Comics, currently being put out by IDW.
Which issues, General Hawk?
Issues? Why, son? You're going to cover the entire run, plus the yearbooks, special missions, order battle, everything, along with the cartoon.
Wowzer, sir. That's a mighty large mission.
That's why I'm assigning you several other Joes, as they're available to help.
And how do I report my findings?
Monthly, at our main site, gijoe.headspeaks.com, on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. Submit your report under G.I. Joe, a real American Headcast.
Anything else, sir?
You can get further information on the social medias, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, all under G.I. Joe, a real American Headcast. Dismiss, soldier.
Yes, sir. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
If you saw Fantastic Four, I hope you liked it. Let us know what you think about it. But for today, we're not going to talk about the Fantastic Four. We are going to talk about what book?
Yeah, we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about actually something else that I didn't really expect to be talking about. But I figured this was worth the spin. Cobra Commander #1.
Oh, man.
From, I got the date here on the inside here. January 2024.
Ooh, a new book.
So this is very, very new.
Very recent.
And the reason why I have this, and I have the second issue, was a couple weeks ago. I went to a comic book. Oh, okay, it wasn't a comic book. I should let me rephrase it. It was a collector's forum here in town, and
lots of Pokemon cards.
Right, because I knew there were going to be Pokemon cards there, but I figured collector's forum. Okay, well, you collect other things.
Sure. Why
not there be comics or action figures or statues or whatever, just something else, right? Pretty much nothing but collectible cards.
Okay.
Pokemon, Magic the Gathering,
sure.
And of course sports cards of all sorts. A lot of stuff that's graded or not graded or whatever. It's just it's a whole deal.
Yeah.
And there were rooms. There was like quite a bit of.
Oh, I bet there was a lot
space dedicated. It was packed.
Yeah, because I did not go with you.
No, but I was surprised that it was just that, and I was kind of hoping there'd be a bit more. And I'm not saying, I mean.
Not that it was bad. It's just you were hoping there was more stuff for you.
Yeah, it's not for me, but everybody, there's tons of people coming in and out there. So that was good.
Yeah.
But there was one dude there, one couple there that were selling comics.
Nice.
They had a couple boxes of books, and they were selling them because it was for their cousin or nephew. It was a relative of theirs.
Sure.
Who was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did have Hodgkin's. I had stage 2 Hodgkin's. I've been good for 11 years at this point.
Yay!
But this guy is going through it now, and they needed some help. Or it was just a thing. I think it was just
raising some money because yes, those treatments are extremely expensive, even with insurance. So
yeah.
So yeah, doing a good thing, selling comics. So you were able to buy these 2 relatively recent issues.
Yeah. So they had a lot of new comics, like stuff probably within the last 5 years. And I decided to, poke through it, and I found these G.I. Joe, because we're going to explain this in a second, but there's a lot more G.I. Joe comics out there than you would realize these days.
I was not aware that I knew there was like one. I didn't realize there were.
Oh, there's a lot.
Because that's the thing. You love G.I. Joe, as in you love collecting them.
Yeah, I see. Guys. I am a G.I. Joe. So I am a G.I. Joe fan. I grew up with the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Version of it. I had a bunch of the action figures. Up until even up to kind of towards the very end.
Yeah.
To the original line. That's the stuff that I'm fond for. And, it's also, I'm fond for all of it. I'm not really as fond. I don't really have a connection to the original, like
the big ones.
No, not those. But so when they rebooted it, they came out with like the comic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they came out with these action figures that had all these. There's all these different. There's like just these original 13 guys.
Oh, okay.
So like Snake Eyes and Scarlet, and then you had a bunch of other dudes like Rock and Roll and Short Fuse and all that. And then you had Cobra Commander. I think Destro was in the second series. You had Cobra Commander, and then you had like other like the Cobra infantry soldiers.
Okay.
There's a lot of in my collecting because maybe like 20 during the pandemic, I got the bug to collect more stuff. Obviously, I got a lot more action figures, but I was like, I'll go start collecting GI Joes. And for a while, I was like, I'm not gonna get into that because that's
a lot.
It's a lot, and it's pricey.
Yeah,
it's not. It's sometimes.
I'm actually surprised how pricey some of those are.
Well, yeah,
like even just like a little accessory. I'm like, how much?
Well, some of them, because that's the thing, because that you don't. Yeah, it's just the scarcity of finding those certain items and having them complete. The thing that I've come to realize is that everybody loves that original shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's what I grew up with. It's like all dudes that are just maybe a little bit older than us.
Yeah.
That's what they fucking hunt for or whatever.
So Cobra Commander, new book.
Yes. Okay. So new book. And this is like a partnership with Skybound Entertainment, which I think is Robert Kirkman's company.
Okay.
And Robert Kirkman apparently, so I'm reading this here because Robert Kirkman is the chairman. Of course, Walking Dead, all that stuff, Invincible.
Yes.
I've never read a single issue of Invincible.
Me either. Apparently it's very big, but he's not the guy who wrote that.
No, he's not, but what he's done is he's crafted this new universe. Because for years there's always been like these G.I. Joe comics going on. They've been going on for a long time at different companies, and they've done this stuff where they've tried to tie it into the original comics from the night, that ended in like 94-ish. And they're trying to tie that into, trying to continue that from where that left off into current days. And like Larry Hama is still working on it. Larry Hama, very well, very prolific comic book artist, but he's mostly known for G.I. Joe.
Sure.
And he created like all that stuff. Like he served. And a lot of the stuff that he would write, he wrote all those file cards and like these bios, but like, and knows like all this jargon and stuff.
So we have this universe that apparently is also connected to the Transformers universe.
Right. So they decided to merge these two universes together because there were in the Marvel comics, there was G.I. Joe and Transformers crossing over because they're both Hasbro.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It makes a lot of sense to me. Does. But when I first looked, which we'll talk about when we get to it, like it shows up and I'm like, wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
So yeah, they call this the Energon Universe because
which is fun.
The snackies that the Transformers like.
Oh, there's those snackies?
Yeah, there's like some sort of like
no,
power
I know
source.
that, but I like calling it snackies.
Well, that's the thing, because in the movie, there's like things where like they give you. There's like the dinosaurs, and there's something that's like, oh, would you like an Energon snack? It's like snacky.
Snacky. I like calling things snackies.
Yeah. So, but the team on this book is Joshua Williamson is the writer, Andrea Milana is the artist, and Annalisa Leone is the colorist.
Mm-hmm.
Russ Wooten letterer, and then think about this book. So there's Cobra Commander, there's Duke, there's like these are individual like series that are going on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's Duke, there's Scarlet, I think there's Snake Eyes. There's gotta be Snake Eyes, but there's Snake Eyes, there's a problem. Destro.
Okay.
So we've got a lot, and there's just like G.I. Joe. So like we're really like opening this up and having things go on, it kind of flesh out these individual
characters.
Some of these characters that usually they're just a part of like Cobra or whatever, G.I. Joe, but now they get to have like their own things to shine in and make it work, and obviously everything kind of ties into that. I picked this up and I'm reading it, and I was like, I read through this and I was like, this kind of rules.
No, I actually liked this. I was like, all right,
which is great because I was worried because I didn't know how you would respond. We've done G.I. Joe before on the show before.
I think maybe because they are giving it some more breathing room, and it feels like it has more of a story than Cobra Fight.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the original comics did have a lot more.
It could have been just the issue we read.
I think the issues
Those
we might
old
have read
comics.
is kind of like the lack of context
Yes,
that we would give
always.
it. You know, it's always so we would just jump into some of these books and just you'd be like, okay.
Which is difficult.
Yeah, but this is number one, so we'll obviously go on to number 2 after this, and I like to revisit G.I. Joe, like the Marvel series again at some point.
Sure.
And see how that works, because I've been collecting a lot of those, like a lot of the trades, and so it's nice to have those on hand. There's some fun stuff in those, but Cobra Commander number 1 on the cover, it's just Cobra Commander, and he's standing in a bunch of green gas.
Yeah.
There's a ship behind him. I don't know what ship this is, but it's a yellow ship. And then in front of him is a bunch of snakes.
Yep.
And Cobra Commander, looks like Cobra Commander.
He does.
Got the blue outfit with the
shiny face.
The shiny face, helmet, and the red symbol. And he's got some interesting looks in this book.
He does have some interesting looks in this book.
So we start off in some sort of not tundra, but like some sort of mountain wilderness.
Yeah, it's snowy and it's rural, and it's kind of like that place in Man of Steel where Superman was a barback.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's what we're looking at here.
Yeah, he's about to fight a dude and then steal his shirt.
Steal his truck.
Or he's gonna ruin that guy's living.
That's right. He ruined that guy's livelihood. I forgot about that.
Instead of just being like, fucking punch him in the dick and just fly away,
or just ignore it.
Just ignore it or be like a human man.
Nope.
He's like, no, I'm an alien. I'm going to flip over your fucking truck and ruin your livelihood.
Yeah, I hope you didn't want to eat or anything.
Yeah, I hope your family's doomed.
Yeah, and this also is very reminiscent of how Absolute Green Lantern starts, where we have this desolate diner and some guy just walks into it.
Some guy walks into it.
Looking cool in a duster with a hat, by the way.
This diner is full of the most mustaches I've seen in one place.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of dudes with not just mustaches. We're talking Handlebar.
Oh, yeah.
Harley Race, fucking Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, these are the dudes.
Sam Elliott jobs.
Yeah, these are the dudes who like the 1980s never stopped, and everybody still has that mustache.
Yeah, they didn't get the memo that you could shave.
Yeah, no.
And even the bartender's got a mustache and a ponytail.
Ooh,
it's kind of like a rugged Paul Heyman.
Oh, nice.
But in walks Cobra Commander, and he is dressed very stylishly. I feel like one of your drag queens might want to pull this off.
Yeah, no, it's great because you know what this is? This is perfect for a reveal. Because he's got the trench coat and he's got the hat. So you just go out there.
He's okay. I guess put it this way. He's Carmen Sandiego.
100%.
But
and
blue.
So, yes. And when you go out there to your song in your little thing, as soon as the beat drops, that's when everything else comes off. And you're like, look what I'm wearing underneath.
Yeah. So he walks in, he's got this shiny face, and everybody is like, oh, okay, this is different. And then
they're like, hello, sir. Can I help you?
Well, he goes up there and he's Cobra Commander, so he's kind of speaks
like a snake. Yeah. And he's like, I'm looking for transportation. And they're like, how did you get here without a car? And then this one dude's like on his way out and he's like, man, what's with the lisp? How'd you get here without a car anyway? And he like slaps him on the back. And then he leaves. And then Cobra Commander just very calmly, without a word, turns and follows him out of the bar.
But he comes out and he sees this guy and he's like, hey, man, your truck will do pretty good. And
he's like, what are you talking about?
Dude's like, what? And he's like, what is that, a toy? Because he apparently, Cobra Commander has pulled out some sort of weapon. And
I like the way that this is done because like then you don't see them. You just see the truck stop and you hear noises that are written out. And then there's just blood.
Yeah, I like the
which is cool.
Noise here. It's like zizz truck, tick, tick, ah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blood. That's that dude screaming.
Yeah. And there's so much blood.
There is so much blood, which is awesome, by the way.
It's like fucking.
Which is one of the reasons I like this book. I'm like, oh, all right, this is what we're doing.
Dead 2 or something, man. It's crazy. But then the bartender comes out and is like, hey, man, Jimmy, you forgot to pay.
And you have to be like, don't you have a tab for this man? But all right, fine.
But I think it's funny that guy was just like, you know what? I'm gonna. This guy's being weird enough. I'm gonna sneak out on my bill.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk out and be like, all right, I like to make fun of people with lisps, and then they just don't pay my bill.
Yeah,
and,
it's fine.
Just go in and get in my way.
That's why I'm like, why did they run after him? Because I'm sure this guy, they know his name. He comes here all the time.
what I don't quite
hit him back up when he comes in. Hey, Jim, you forgot to pay your bill last time. You'd be like, oh, yeah, sorry. Here's my $3 for my 15 beers or however much it costs.
What a deal.
Yeah, when you live in the middle of fucking nowhere, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's like golden anniversary shots.
No, this is not good.
No, it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is the beast.
The beast. Yeah. But yeah, they walk out and these two people see this
and he's just all this
smears
blood
everywhere, and there's a cobra symbol in blood somewhere,
which is
ground,
great,
which I think is wild.
Yeah.
But we go back to at some point in the past, we go to Cobra-La.
I was not aware that there was. Apparently, this is a new thing for this book because I did read the thing in the back.
That Cobra-La in general?
Yeah, it's just as Cobra-La ?
Well, no, it's not.
It's not new.
No. So the G.I. Joe movie introduced Cobra-La.
I don't think I've seen the G.I. Joe.
No, you should probably watch it. I wonder actually would like to see what you think of it.
Okay.
It'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to watch. Because I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
Don Johnson does a voice in it.
All right.
You know, he's
okay,
there.
So they're like, oh my God, Cobra-La, whatever. And I thought when I'm looking at this, just because of the way it's drawn and because it's called Cobra-La, I was like, oh, are they aliens? No, they are not. It is a hidden secret society where all of these soldiers of Cobra live, which I did not know. I was like, oh, all right.
At least where the Cobra genesis of Cobra, because I'm going to try to.
This is where Ra's al Ghul lives, basically. Like,
100%.
Yeah, one of those places.
There's a building with a bunch of ninjas in it.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
That's where Bruce Wayne was like showing up, and he's like, oh man, this is weird.
And it's like, you probably can't see it unless, like, I don't know, you say the secret code word and then all of a sudden it's there, or the door opens or whatever. It's one of those.
Cobra Commander.
It's one of those.
I'll pay you rent on Thursday.
Yeah, it's one of those. That would suck. What if you had to pay rent and you had to live in Cobra-La? Like, how do you make money?
Raish is going to have his little studio, his little ninja studio. That's he's going to teach the.
Oh, so people pay him.
Yeah, they pay him. That's where the Night Creepers learn how to do ninjas.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
This is my thoughts.
Yeah, no, that's canon. I'm pretty sure
it's canon. Yep. For what it's worth, just real quick, for what it's worth, it's in like according to the movie, it's like in the Himalayas somewhere.
Right. Of course. Always. They're always hidden in the mountains. So here we are, and we get like a bunch of dudes like running.
Well, we get like a little bit of this big shot here of just like this area. There's a lot of it. And the thing about Cobra-La, which we'll find out, we'll mention later, they're very much based in organic technology.
Yes.
They're scientists, but they don't care so much about like mechanical or whatever. It's all about what you can do. It's kind of like the Flintstones. You got dinosaur organics.
Dinosaur disposals or whatever.
There's something here with there's somebody setting up like these lights here, and you just probably could see like a little frog monster in the background, be like, it's a living.
Right, exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
So it's like they even have like little like big stingray monsters that they fly around in.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was like, is this a different planet? Because I didn't understand what was going on. So I see.
But somehow it's deep in the Earth's core. But so there's some riots start, and there's a bunch of soldiers rushing into this one area. I
assume lab?
Yeah, because they all rush into this lab here.
The guy who is Cobra Commander is here.
Yeah, he shows up.
And he's like, all right, we got to fight them off. I'm going to throw basically a grenade.
Yeah, well, real quick, I want to point out.
That guy gets shot.
Well, one of these scientists gets like ganked. And
it's nice.
But so Cobra Commander, this is what I was want to point out. This is why I really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
So this outfit he's wearing here.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
This outfit has only showed up to, as far as I know, as an action figure in 1991 in Series 10.
Oh.
And it's a weird figure because there's been a lot of variations of Cobra Commander. So you've seen him with the shiny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen him with a hood. He has like a silver battle armor thing. And then there's this version, which is kind of like, we're already in 1991. People are already in the territory of like, man, G.I. Joe's not as military as it used to be. I don't know if I like it anymore.
Sure.
This is weird. There's too many bright colors. Cobra Commander has like this golden helmet and like this orange translucent face shield, which was always great because you're not supposed to take it off.
Okay.
But you can take it off of him and be like, well, look at Cobra Commander's face. And it's just like this guy. It looks like he's taking a shit. It's not a great face.
So he's not horribly disfigured like he gets in this comic.
No, he's not.
Okay.
But he's wearing his outfit, and I was like, oh shit, 1991 Cobra Commander version 4.
Yeah, see, I would not know any of that. I'm like, look, he looks neat.
For some reason, he came with the glider.
Well, he's got to get around somehow. They didn't
You put him on it. He just shot it.
Oh, because I was going to say, he doesn't come with a glider here, and that's why he had to kill that guy.
Yeah. So he shoots a guy, and he's like, hey, you guys are, we could use science as a weapon, and we're gonna maintain our research.
I was confused by this.
Well, it gets explained later, but
no, what I was confused by is he's like, okay, I'm gonna throw this thing.
Okay, yeah.
He throws the thing, and then this other scientist who I'm like, so
what's somebody on this team?
Yeah, so I'm like, so are some of these people not warriors? They're just scientists?
I don't know.
This person goes, am I supposed? They're literally holding it. Goes, am I supposed to throw this too? And he goes, oh, you fool. And the whole fucking thing explodes.
Yeah, because he just hands it to them. He's all cool. This is like because they have they don't have so much grenades, but they have these spore bombs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a grenade.
Yeah, grenade. And he hands it to this woman. And she's just like, what? And then he's like, and she's like, was I supposed to throw this? And it just explodes.
It just explodes, which is very funny. It's very funny. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, so are we saying that there are people in Cobra-La who are not warriors? They're just scientists?
No, yeah. That's primarily, I think they're scientists, but there's,
but there is a military arm of them as well.
It's like just a normal society,
I don't
know
about normal, but okay.
They got bakers and
do they?
They got bankers and
I would like to see the banking G.I. Joe.
I would like to see the plumber. I would like to meet the Cobra-La plumber.
I would love to see a Cobra-La plumber.
I'd like to see that guy be like, oh man, your snake hose is plugged.
And when he goes to snake a fucking drain, he uses a real snake.
He uses a snake and puts another snake down in a snake.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, I can't get this snake down a snake. I need a real snake.
I need to this.
It's a living.
Yeah, exactly. This snake isn't swallowing the snake like it's supposed to.
Damn it, Cobra-La sucks. Why did I move here from Poughkeepsie?
I'm going back to Poughkeepsie.
I'll get back to Poughkeepsie. Where's the next bus? That's actually really... See, that'd be a good movie. That's probably what the Cobra-La movies are like when you go to the Cobra-La movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
And they have movies, a lot of fish out of water movies where it's like the greatest Cobra-La actor out there, Nemesis actor.
It's just Nemesis with a lot of S's. Yeah. Like, that's just his name.
Yeah. And he's...
I would love to see a Cobra-La production company. I mean, if we're getting that involved.
If I ever had a bar, I'd call it Cobra-La.
Oh, I could see that.
That's a good one. And I would have the women as the bartenders and the waiters. They're dressed up as Cobra infantry soldiers.
Okay.
But babified.
Oh, babified. So you're not going to put them on what's her name? The Baroness?
No, we're not going to do Baroness. We're just going to have girls with helmets and face masks.
Man, that would be hard to work in though, wouldn't it?
It would.
Could you imagine trying to talk to somebody like my dad who is hard of hearing when you have a fucking... Thank you. You'd have to be able to let these poor women at least lift the fucking thing up so they could talk.
Can I get 5 fireballs?
Also...
You want what?
Also, can we be inclusive and also have
guys too. Guys too.
Yeah, babified men.
And you know what? And they're wearing they're wearing short shorts.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's wearing short shorts.
We're hunkifying and babifying.
I'm 100%. Yeah, I should
have pointed that first. We're all. I'm sorry. As much skin as possible.
Oh yeah, great. So it's like a Twin Peaks, but for
oh yeah, the restaurant, not the TV show.
No, I'm sorry. The restaurant, Twin Peaks. There's one down the street that we've never been in.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
It is weird.
It's weird to know that it's there.
For a long time, I was like, what's a Twin Peaks? I didn't understand. And then I understood and I was like, oh, do I want to go?
I'm going to be the guy. Here's the thing. I want Hasbro to buy the Twin Peaks franchise of restaurants.
And call it Cobra-La.
And
just sexify all the people who work there.
And then I will finally eat there.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Because I'll be like, hey, G.I. Joe, cool.
I mean, I can't imagine the food's any good there.
Oh, no, it's probably terrible.
Yeah.
It's probably like Ruby Tuesdays now.
Oh, God.
Bad.
Oh, man, that was bad.
Watch the fuck out. Don't go to Ruby Tuesdays, guys.
No, we made the mistake of going to a Ruby Tuesdays, and it was like, oh, no, I'm going to die now.
You might just give up.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We did give up by going to Ruby Tuesdays.
You know what? You know what the worst Ruby Tuesdays is?
All of them?
The one in Cobra-La. Don't go to that one.
What are they do they just serve is it Cobra? It's not Cobra wings, obviously, but
Oh, they got some weird bats that they fucking killed.
Ooh, bat wings.
You get the actual bat wings.
Oh God.
There's not a lot of meat on them, but if you could like suck out the marrow.
Oh God. Ew.
It's a delicacy.
Ew. That's disgusting.
I'll put together my menu for Cobra-La, okay? Leave me alone. Put together my menu.
Oh, okay.
for the restaurant that's going to fail as hard as possible.
Batman walks in, he sees what you got on the menu, just starts crying. My friends, the bats.
Oh, I thought they were my friends, but not really. They're my friends. I'm scared of them, but I do like them.
I think he has come to a place where he can deal with them since he lives in their fucking cave.
Oh, that's true.
He has to be able to put up with them. He can't be like, oh, fuck, doing some science. Oh, no.
Batman
fuck.
comes in as Batman, he cries, and he comes in as Bruce Wayne and buys it out.
Oh, he absolutely would buy it out. But you know what? That's all right, because look at how much money it would make.
Oh, fuck, man. That's right. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
That's how we're doing it, babe.
You're going to open Cobra-La. We have to get Bruce Wayne to be real. Paid off our student loans. Anyway.
Oh, God, this show is stupid. We jump to this thing with Cobra Commander. So he's been exploded. I don't know if this is what his body looked like before or if this is just what we're doing here to heal him. They put this thing, looks like a jellyfish or like a black mercy on his fucking body.
Yeah, and then these snakes bite him.
And then there's snakes that are biting him. I do like that one of his injuries is just his eye taped shut. Like they put a Band-Aid over his eye.
Yeah.
But the long way, it's pretty funny.
Because he just basically gets extremely disfigured at this point, like a Deadpool kind of. Yeah. Where he's just like wrapped in bandages or whatever. So he's just sitting there. I'm assuming watching fish TV.
Yes, there's just a weird fish. It's like you know what it is? It's like the opera in Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like that. He's just watching like a bunch of fish floating around here.
Yeah.
And like a glowing thing.
I'm assuming that's their television.
Yeah, these are actors.
Yeah. That's the fish actor.
He's watching My Cousin Vinny, but for Cobra-La.
My cousin Goldie.
My Cobra Vinny.
Oh, my Cobra Vinny.
My Cobra Vinny.
I was going to say Goldie because it looks like a goldfish.
Nice.
Eventually some lady comes and she's like, here's your helmet.
Well, real quick, I want to point out he's wrapped up in bandages, but they're all blue bandages.
Yes.
He kind of looks like this weird mummy.
Yeah. And
yes, okay, but his helmet is his new helmet.
Sitting beside him on the bed on the nightstand there.
And then this woman, Pythona.
Yes, and she's like, put your helmet on, cover your shame.
Right, and so need to point out here. So this is just because this is G.I. Joe shit, but Pythona was introduced in the G.I. Joe movie.
Okay.
For the longest time, that was it for her. She didn't even get an action figure until like much later on. They just over the weekend at Comic-Con like announced like one of those G.I. Joe classified figures of her. So a lot of dudes are like, oh, it's very exciting because she's a pasty, she's like a pale woman with like a top ponytail. And she's wearing, her purple suit and a cape, and she's pretty badass actually. She does a lot of cool shit. Like she fights Jinx in the movie and she fucks people up. It's nice. Good. But she's like, she's with the Cobra Guard, the Royal Guards. These are Royal Guards here. Okay. So, and I've had this guy too. And so he's like, all right, you've been summoned, let's go fuck shit up or whatever. Oh no, she's been summoned by Golobulus. Yes, the guy's name is Golobulus. Golobulus, right. And so Golobulus, do you know about Golobulus? No, I don't. I just think it's a very funny name. Golobulus is, you don't really get to see it so much here because he's actually wearing like a very long cloak. But Golobulus is globule? No, he is a man who is part worm. Ew. Yeah, I'll just show you. No. No, God, why? What do you mean part worm? He's going to show me. He's going to go get whatever the fuck this is to show me some man who is part man, part worm. No, get that away from me. What are you talking about? That is disgusting. This is a figure. This is a toy that came out. And everybody got real mad because this is like not a traditional G.I. Joe, because he's got a body. So it is. Come on. This looks like somebody took a plastic piece of shit and put a dude's torso on it. What is this? This is just. Oh my God, this is gross. It's disgusting. I don't want to touch that. Ew. I just touched it. Yeah. So this is because Golobulus is a guy wearing looks like crusty insect armor. He has one green arm for some reason. And he's got like an eye patch. He's an eye patch. And then his body, this lower half of his body, he doesn't have legs. No. He has a very long monster,
like a really long
tail.
And it feels all rubbery and weird.
Yeah. And this is when this came out, people were like, man, G.I. Joe's jumped the shark, man. I'm not buying it anymore.
You know what? I kind of agree with those people. What is that?
And in the movie, voiced by Burgess Meredith.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
interesting.
gonna watch this movie.
Oh,
I
boy.
haven't seen it in a while. I'd be curious to see what you think of it.
Oh, man.
Maybe we should watch it before I'll have to find it, and we'll have to watch it before next week.
Okay.
We could talk about it
Sure.
and then talk about this next issue. But,
Sure.
But yeah, so he goes to visit Golobulus, and Golobulus, it kind of reiterates what we were saying earlier about it's a mostly organic society.
Yeah, and he's really, really mad that Cobra Commander has been interrogating an outsider. Because this is an organic society. What are you doing trying to get information out of this outsider? And you don't know who he's talking about at first. You're like, okay, what? And he's like, but, forgive me, sir, but I'm doing it because, like, we can learn from this person.
Yeah, he's actually making some good points.
He does
here.
have some good
he's
points.
Cobra Commander, so he's a dick.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at the same time, he's like,
I mean, he's a snake man, and I kind of expect him to be a dick.
yeah, the Cobra Commander's like, hey, you know what? Look, man, I'm doing this because I think this would be smart for us to, like, because our resources, it's not like they used to be. So we need to, like, look to actual technology.
Yeah,
and,
we
like,
need to start
robots and
expanding.
shit.
Yeah, thinking about how we're going to, continue the existence of Cobra-La.
Right. And so he's like, look, man, let me go outside. Like, I'm loyal to you. Like,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but let's figure something out.
Yeah,
You are half worm.
and you are
You should not be one to talk.
also my liege, my ruler.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go talk to my buddy.
Well, real quick, Golobulus is like, you know what? You were really real fucked up, but I healed you because I wanted to, like, kill you in front
Yeah,
of me.
I want to watch you die.
So he gets the
basically.
royal guards in front of him, and this is something that I've never actually seen. Cobra Commander in a melee,
Okay.
because he's not really known for melee.
Okay.
Cobra Commander is more known for just standing on like on a tank or doing something and just yelling Cobra retreat or Cobra attack.
Oh, so he's not like that guy in The Simpsons where he's just standing there and they're like, Marge, he's going to do something cool.
No, I've never got that impression from him. He's always the kind of guy.
So he's like the guy who kind of just the general.
Yeah,
basically.
he fancies himself the general. He hires people that are smarter than he's Trump.
Oh,
basically.
okay, yeah, that works.
He hires people that are smarter than him to make him look smarter.
I mean, Trump used to do that. He doesn't do it anymore.
But also, he's also like Vince McMahon in a way too.
Okay.
He hires people that can, even though he's still smart himself and he's still crafty, he hires people that could do the job better and then act like it's his idea.
Oh yeah,
that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So he's very much in that vein. But he fights these guards. He's like, well, you know what? I got a bunch of bugs I'm going to throw at you.
That's right. They're like these
kinda
metal,
techno-organic bugs.
Yeah, because they look like bugs, but they also look like they have like, I don't know, sword things on them, and they just like go and cut the fuck out of all these people, which is cool.
They burn themselves into these soldiers, and then they burst out like xenomorphs.
It's cool.
It's pretty wild, man. This is stuff that I'm like, yes, this is what I want.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm like, okay, I'm on board with this. This is fun.
And Golobulus is like, all right, fine, because he's like, look, I want to go on the outside. I want to see. You will show me the world.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to go to America today.
Oh,
or
man.
whatever. He just wants to get out there and see what it's like.
Yep.
And see if there's anything we can do to figure this out.
Yes, he wants to basically go on like a fact-finding mission to see if there's anything of use for Cobra-La.
And he goes to where, when we first saw them attacking
his laboratory.
We go to see what he was trying to like retrieve this information, save his information about. His research or whatever. It turns out it's Megatron.
Yeah, because this is where I literally just stopped and stared at the page for a second because I wasn't sure I was seeing what I thought I was seeing. So I was like, wait. And I just sort of looked at it. I was like, that's a Transformer.
Right. And so he's like, hey, man, I got like a lot of good data from you. But then like I realized that like you're Transformers and you're actually from another planet.
Man didn't create you. You are a different species completely.
So like, here's fucking Unicron and here's Shockwave and Bumblebee and all these motherfuckers. And we're gonna see what's going on in there. And I need all this information from you because like cool shit's going on in space. I want to go.
Yeah. And he's like, people tried to make you talk and you wouldn't talk, but I have the way to do it because I shock you or something.
I guess.
So he shocks him, and Megatron doesn't say anything.
No, Megatron just kind of...
And then, so he's like, all right, well, I guess I'm leaving to go on my excursion. And so he leaves, but then we just get this picture where Megatron kind of just looks like he's smirking.
Yeah, he's smirking. He has robot teeth.
I mean, you got to chomp Energon with something.
That's true. Snackies.
You got to eat those snackies.
Yeah, he's got to go when you go to the Transformers
Cafe.
Stop. Yeah, the Transformers Cafe right next to Cobra-La.
Oh God.
You know, you get yourself a little snack from the case. You know, you got to be able to.
You got to be able to chew
chop it. Yeah. But yeah, and he, Cobra Commander's like, yeah, we're gonna figure out what you're going on there in your head and all this information, and we're gonna create a force for Golobulus, and we're gonna take over the world.
Yeah.
Hoo-ha. But
because that's what we do.
For now, I am going to go out in the world. And
I'm going on my little pilgrimage here.
Yeah, and so we catch up with Cobra Commander. I don't know if is this his truck, or is this a different guy?
I think he's standing beside the truck he stole because it has like the treads because he's out in the snow, right?
It's a really weird. It's not like a truck.
No.
It looks like a.
It looks like a Subaru with just treads on it.
Yeah, it's pretty wild actually.
It's kind of strange. I'm like, what is this that I'm looking at?
That was the Energon Universe. We just put treads on things.
Sure, you got to think that, oh man, you can make this into some sort of toy that can be sold later. That's what you're looking at. So he's just like, he's stopped, I guess, at some like scenic overlook to just be like, nice. And then this dude shows up. I don't know who this dude is.
Well, I think I know who this is.
Okay. Because it doesn't actually say.
No, because this person comes up to him, it's just this bearded dude with a cap, and he's a cat in a coat, and he's like, hey, Cobra Commander, I was sent here to keep you safe, and, we should move on.
You shouldn't just be standing here with your blank face staring out over this scenic outlook because, we got to keep moving.
And he does suggest to him, he's like, you know what, maybe you should like get a disguise, like an actual disguise. And he's like, no, I want people to look at me.
Want people to see that I am superior.
I want people to see
from a superior land of Cobra-La.
I want to see people that I am from a land of Carmen Sandiegos.
So many Carmen Sandiegos in this one
Where
land.
are the world's Carmen Sandiego? All of them here.
And it will truly be a planet of Carmen Sandiegos.
100%. And and so he just kind of looks up the place where they're going, and they're going to Florida.
In that trench coat?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I can't remember if he wears a trench coat next issue, but so they're going to Florida, and we find out that he's seeking out the Dreadnoks.
Yes.
The Dreadnoks, of course, are the Mad Max group of rowdies that the Cobra would always hire as like mercenaries to do shit. And so you'll get familiar with them next issue.
I recognize the name.
Yeah, Dreadnought. So like, there's because there's Zartan. It's like the most famous one. He's the leader.
Zartan.
And then
you know what that sounds like? That sounds like the fortune teller in Big.
Yeah, it was a Zoltar.
Yeah, something like Zoltan, something like that.
Yeah, Zartan, and you got and then you got Buzzer and Ripper and Torch and Monkey Wrench and
Ripper. Road Pig.
Oh, Road Pig. Watch it for Road Pig.
Yeah, Road Pig. That's funny.
We love the Dreadnoks.
Okay.
Everybody loves the Dreadnoks. They're like, oh man, I'm punk rock. I'm a Dreadnought.
Is that what they look like? Like, do they have like mohawks and shit?
There's Zartan, but then there's also Xandar and Zarana.
Oh my!
And
okay.
Zarana's got the punk rock look. She basically. Are you familiar with the Plasmatics?
Vaguely.
The Wendy O. Williams.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like that.
Okay,
it's
I get you.
Just but like
nice,
like a group of bloodthirsty criminals, and they get wild, man. Actually, I'm looking forward to reading the next one too.
Cool.
But and that's where this ends. And we get a little bit of we get this.
This is the thing that I read where Cobra-La, and he's talking about putting the Transformers together. And he does say Megatron is going to play a much larger role than we see right now.
Oh, 100%.
Well, and that's kind of obvious, I think.
It's been over a year, so I'm sure we're well into this.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm actually wondering if these are going to have trades. They might have trades already for these, so I might try to pick these up.
And I'm wondering, because you mentioned there's like a Duke one. Oh, yeah. And stuff. So I'm wondering if do all of these eventually converge?
No, they're all kind of happening together. And then I think, but maybe at least so far here, we're establishing what this conflict's going to be. But I don't know what it's like with the other ongoing book.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're rebooting it, if there's a separate thing where it's just this universe, but then there's the ongoing book that still continues.
Yeah.
The G.I. Joe from like the Marvel stuff.
Well, sure. Or will there be like an ongoing book that like kind of puts all this stuff together? Maybe like a Justice League, but they still have their own titles.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel that's kind of what they wanted to go for though, anyways, in rebooting this. Cause I think it's much more, you get a lot more, obviously the sales, if you can keep this sort of thing up, people are going to want to buy books about these core characters.
Of course.
And then we're going to make a big deal about it once they all kind of converge and all these stories and everything. So,
sure.
But next issue is Cobra Commander meeting the Dreadnoks. And this is the cover. Did you see this cover?
No, but that's awesome.
So you got Buzzer, who is known for having a buzz saw.
Well, that looks like a chainsaw.
Or chainsaw, yes.
That does look like a chainsaw.
A chainsaw, and he is chainsawing Cobra Commander's head.
Nice.
Which is shooting sparks.
Which is awesome.
And it looks fucking cool.
It does look fucking cool.
Yeah, we're gonna rock hard with that next week. And
Yeah,
I gotta figure out if we can watch that G.I. Joe movie. I'm surprised I don't own that. I should own it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I think you'd be interested in seeing, because it's the G.I. Joe movie, just for what it's worth. It's the ending of it, because Transformers did such a number on everybody.
Yeah.
Because they probably were making those concurrently or kind of working on them.
Sure.
One right after another. They had to change it.
Oh, how was it supposed to end?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Oh.
But if you know how if you know how Transformers movie ends.
Doesn't Optimus Prime die?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So they were going to have a bunch more people die?
So we were going to go a certain route, and they were like, no, kids were too upset about it.
Well, it's Optimus Prime. You can't kill Optimus Prime.
Right, but we were trying to knock off some bangers.
Oh, yeah,
in that movie, and the parents were like, no.
Yeah.
My child, he's crying.
I remember seeing that. I did see that movie. I didn't remember a lot about it because I was so young when it came out. But I do remember that Optimus Prime died, and that made me sad. Because I loved Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime not only dies, he turns fucking gray.
I know. His color goes away.
He just turns into fucking like
cement.
Colorless cement. Is fucked up.
It is. And didn't we see that movie?
We saw it in New Beverly.
New Beverly, yes, we did.
Midnight thing, yeah.
It was. I remember. It was fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
And remember, I think it was some of the guys that were in the movie. Some of the voice guys were there too.
Oh yeah, nice.
Talking about it because
was Frank Welker there?
He might have did the sound of the projector that was playing the movie. He might have just did all the movie. He used the sound of the toilet that I flushed when I used it.
Every single thing that you heard.
You've been Welkered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this week's show. Find us on Instagram, Twitter,
all the things.
Threads. Find us on YouTube. And the channel is Worst Collection Ever. It's official, Worst Collection Ever. Find us there where the new episodes come up. We're trying to put up some new. My goal is to go through all of our episodes and find clips from them and put them up as shorts.
Oh, nice. That'd be fun.
And there's a lot to go from.
Oh, God.
We're going to be pretty busy. But I think it's fun because it's a new way to kind of get people interested in some of these old episodes. And, there's some bits, there's stuff that, we would sit there and be like, man, I wish people would have heard this. Well, maybe you'll hear it now.
Maybe they can.
Now maybe they can. So but if you're into it, check it out. Worst Collection Ever is the YouTube, and find us at worstcollectionever@gmail.com. You can email us there and let us know what you think of Fantastic Four, the most recent one.
Yeah.
You can do that on our socials too, but just let us know, if you want us, I don't know, just anything. I like hearing from people via email if you have enough time to do that. It's good. It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
So once again, folks, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next time.
Bye.